Oh, thank you. Devastating wildfires out west, a hurricane that battered the Bahamas before taking aim at Florida. Severe weather took a big toll on the United States last year, billions of dollars worth more than what we typically see.
Storms, fires, and more. Extreme weather cost the country $142 billion in 2019, including the cost of damage and other economic impacts. That's according to an estimate from the commercial forecasting company AccuWeather. It says the annual average cost for billion-dollar disasters is $42.8 billion. That's based on data from 1980 to 2018, putting 2019's total at more than 3 times that figure. The 2019 total includes $80 billion from the California wildfires that burned nearly 260,000 acres, $22 billion from hurricanes. There were 18 named storms in all, with that number including tropical storms. $19.5 billion from tornadoes and severe local storms that killed 41 people in the U.S., and $8 billion from winter storms. Last year's severe weather included tornadoes and hurricanes that impacted Georgia, like Hurricane Dorian, which led Governor Brian Kemp to declare a state of emergency for several coastal counties, and a series of tornadoes and storms that tore through central Georgia and south metro Atlanta. The estimate is based on direct and indirect impacts of the weather events, things like damages to homes and businesses along with their contents, cars, jobs and wages lost, and farm and crop losses. There's also damage to infrastructure and long-term health effects like disease from standing floodwater or poor air quality from fires.
The federal government says the increase in weather disasters may be due, at least in part, to higher populations and more material wealth over the last few decades. That means there's more potential for damage. It also noted there are more people in vulnerable areas like coasts or floodplains where building codes aren't good enough to cut the likelihood of damage.